Today we are here to awaken our Iliopsoas muscles. There's a combination of two of those muscles, one called the Psoas Major, and it originates from the lower back, and then it comes across the pelvis and it attaches inside the femur bone, the thigh bone. The second muscle is the iliacus, and that originates right here inside of the pelvis, and it also attaches to the thigh bone. So the first time that we ever awaken these muscles is during infancy, when we're beginning to learn how to sit up and then even walk. But usually now, as we move through life, we're not even conscious of this muscle, and it's a very important muscle because, as you can see, it attaches from the back body to the front body, and it also attaches the upper and lower body. So this muscle is really huge. So when it gets really pulled tight, what it can do, it can pull on our lower back, on our vertebra, it can pop our thighs forward, and it can become really tight to where it creates low back pain and even pelvic and hip pain. So today's practice is about moving through different postures that will help us learn to connect to it, feel maybe some awakening of those muscles today through contraction, stretching, and relaxation. So grab your props and let's get started. We'll begin today at the top of our mat in mountain pose. So come forward, bring your feet hip distance apart, bring your hands onto your hips, draw your shoulders back, and we're just going to start with some hip rotations. You want to just yoke your breath with your movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Do a couple of more in this direction. Just feeling your flow here, and then we'll reverse that direction, going the opposite direction. Noticing if you feel any tension, lines of pull, maybe even some clicks or catches that you might be feeling. And this can be anywhere from the back down into the pelvis and into the hips. Complete the last cycle of hip rotation. We'll come back to center, finding mountain pose. Find a focal point. We'll continue with a warm-up, moving through some sun salutation, which will also help open the hips and thighs. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees. Step your right foot to lunge. Exhale, release. Untuck your toe and ground the foot. Inhale, stretch all the way up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift your back knee. Exhale, step your left foot to join the right, coming into plank pose. Inhale. As you exhale, lower all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, come into your cobra. Exhaling, release. Inhale, push back to your plank. Exhale, stretch back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, release the left knee. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, open up. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the back knee. Exhale, step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Join your palms. Bring the prayer right into the heart. Take a moment to pause, soften, and feel. Release the hands. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, half lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, step your left foot to lunge. Exhale, release the knee down. Inhale, stretch all the way up. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the back knee. Exhale, step the right foot back, coming into plank. You can also modify by dropping the knees. Inhale. Exhale, lower chest and chin. Inhale, pull through. Open up to cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, push back to your plank. Exhale, stretch back to your downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, release the knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the back knee. Exhale, step through. Forward fold. Inhale, root, rise all the way up. Join your palms. Exhale, bring it right into the heart center. Continue moving and grooving and flowing with your breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, bend the knees. Right foot goes to lunge. Release the knee down. Hold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, deepen. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the back knee. Exhale, step the left foot to meet the right. Plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, push to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, release the knee down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, join your palms together at heart center. Just take a moment to pause and feel. Connect to your breath and breathe deeply. Slowly release your hands. Now we're going to work on going a little deeper into those lunges. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Bend the knees, step your right foot back to lunge. Now release your knee down. Bring your hands to the top of your thigh and then push down and slowly start to pull your shoulders and ears over your pelvis. So coming up into that upright lunge here, hold. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, deepen. Hold and breathe. Inhale, rise. Exhale, take your right hand down and twist. Open toward that left inner thigh. Breathe deeply. So we're working on lengthening through the back leg here. Now we're going to add a thigh stretch to this, which is also considered as an eccentric contraction. So we're going to grab the foot, use your strap if you don't have the foot near you. If it feels too far away, grab a strap. And then you're going to just slowly work on deepening into that stretch here. So this will be a nice stretch through your quadricep muscle, the top of the thigh muscles, and also you'll feel that eccentric contraction that deepens the stretch with this thigh stretch here. Take one more full deep breath here. On your next exhalation, slowly release. Bring your hand back to center. Inhale, lift the back knee. Exhale, step the left foot back. Come to a plank position. Now hold here in your plank. We're going to lift that right leg up and we're going to point the toe and we're going to extend through that back leg and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, stretch that right leg up and back. As you exhale, step it through. You're going to spin your back heel down. Inhale, lengthen your right leg. As you exhale, begin to open the body, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose, holding here. So here, you can feel the psoas is contracting here. So hold and breathe. Take one more deep inhale and exhale. Slowly release down. Spin your back heel up. Now we're going to heel toe the foot over and release the knee down. We're going to come into pigeon pose. So now the opposites are happening. We can still feel we're contracting through the right leg and now we're lengthening through the left iliopsoas. You can use your blocks. You're going to walk back and open up your body coming into pigeon. Breathe deeply. One more breath here. Slowly walk your hands back through to center. Tuck your back toe under, lift the back leg, stretch the right leg back into three-legged dog. Exhale, step through. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, left foot joins the right, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, root down, rise up, open up. Exhale, bring the palms to the heart center and pause. Breathe deeply. Release your hands. Moving on to the other side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. This time you're going to step the left foot back into a lunge and gently release the knee all the way down. Untuck your toe and then slowly bring your hand to your thigh and push your torso up so you're aligning, stacking your four cornerstones, your shoulders over your hips, and rest your head back. So now we're working at opening through that iliopsoas muscle here. As I said, it connects from the lower back. It comes across to the femur. And then we also can see how it stretches through the quadricep muscles too. So hold and breathe for one more cycle of breathing. You're going to release your left hand down inside the foot. On your next inhale, open the right arm up, twist, breathe deeply. On your next inhale, we'll bend the left knee, catch the foot, and we're going to come in to a deeper stretch here. So slowly starting to deepen into that thigh stretch. So we're working on deepening that eccentric, that lengthening contraction. Slowly release the back leg. Bring your hands forward. Now we're just going to take that right leg and we're going to heel toe it over and open through the front of that left thigh. I think I got out of order here. So actually we frame the foot. Then we're going to step the right foot back, and we're going to lift the left leg and come into plank. Hold that. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch back to that three-legged dog. Inhale, step through. Exhale, spin your back heel down. Inhale, lengthen through the left leg. Exhale, you're going to open through that right side body. Reach. So here, you're also feeling a contraction right in this area through the front of that left hip. You want to feel like you're kind of lifting out of it instead of dumping into it. So make sure you're working on trying to lift out and away from that thigh. On your next exhale, slowly release. Bend the back knee down. Now let's heel toe over to the pigeon position. So now we'll be working on the contraction is in the front of the left hip. The lengthening is in the front of the right hip and thigh. Start to deepen into it by lifting and opening up out of the pelvis, feeling that sense of length and strength here. Slowly from your pigeon, we're just going to roll now into this left sits bone, and we're going to bring the right foot forward and bring the left foot forward. Take a moment here to grab the front of the shins and then lift out of your lower back here. So you want to keep this lift out of the lower back and avoid rounding and dumping down into the lower back. So we'll take a moment to lift, connect to your core muscles, and then slowly from here, stretch your arms as you inhale. Exhale, float the feet up off of the mat. So this may be enough in Navasana. You're balancing on your sits bones. If you want to take it into a little deeper contraction of that Iliopsoas, extend the legs and hold and squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release, give that a hug in. We're going to swing our legs behind us now and come onto our knees, separate, and I want you to split and feel like you're ironing or flattening your calf muscles as you release your seat down between the feet, and then your heels and ankles are hugging in. So coming into Virasana, also known as Hero's Pose. So to step out of our comfort zone, it takes that courageous confidence to be able to be that hero when nobody else wants to run and jump into the unknown. And that's like what yoga is kind of about, how we start to explore unknown territory. And the deeper that we go, the more conscious and awakened we get through these insights and connections and sensations that we begin to connect and feel within ourselves on deeper levels. So we're going to go back. This may be enough, but to get some length here through the front of the hips and the thighs, we're going to go back. You may feel that you want to have a block or two, or maybe even a bolster, but this would be one variation that you could come to. If you have the flexibility to where you feel you can open this out, you won't need your blocks at all. You can come all the way down onto your back body, just gently lowering your elbows here, and then coming all the way down. So I know this is a big stretch. This is really lengthening, but you also have a deep knee bend right here, and this can be uncomfortable also. So not coming more in recline, like using the blocks or the bolster to allow you to recline back, but not completely come onto your back body. Once you're here, see if you can relax the face. I'm adding a little bit of this energy of pulling in with the ankles and the shins so I can feel this contraction through my thighs. But we're also lengthening through the hips and thighs here. Take one more full deep cycle of breathing. To come out of Virasana supine, pull your elbows under you and slowly start to walk yourself back upright as you come into Virasana. Now we're just going to slowly bring one leg out and then bring the other leg out. So now we're going to open up into Upavista. So you may want to face the long side of your mat, and we'll bring both legs out. Bring your hands by your hips and lengthen your spine. So this may be enough if you want to move into a deeper contraction, because this is contracting now the Iliopsoas. We're going to slowly start to move forward. You can go little by little until you feel that you have found your edge there. The main thing you want to be conscious of is that you don't let your legs and feet roll forward. So really open them out and then press through the ball of your foot like you're pressing the gas pedal of your car. And that will help give you some grounding from the heel down into the calf, the inner knee, through the back of the thighs and the sits bone. So take a moment to find your stretch as you start to slowly work into this deeper stretch of Upavista Konasana. If you can keep your toes toward the sky, you can begin to stretch all the way out to your capacity. We'll take 3 more cycles of breath here. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Last one. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift the head, begin to walk your hands back. Exhale, release it. Now use your hands and gently bend your knee and bring one leg in and then bring the other leg in. We're going to come all the way over now onto our belly in the prone position. So I'm going to show a modification just in case Dhanurasana is not in your practice. You can bend your left arm and bring the left hand toward the right side of the mat, and then push down and square your shoulders and your hips toward the front of the mat. You'll reach back, you'll catch this foot here, and then you can work on just lifting the thigh off the ground to achieve the stretch. And then slowly release down. And then you'll switch and do the other side. So that can be a modification if you do not want to do full bow pose. For those of you who are ready for full bow pose, we'll come down. So this will be lengthening the Iliopsoas again. So bring your forehead to the mat, bend your knees, catch your feet. Take a moment, lift your arm bones and deepen your shoulders into your back body. Root into your pubic bone. Stay strong and heavy into the pelvis. On your next inhale, press your feet into your hands. Pull your hands into your feet and then rise up. Hold and breathe. On your next exhale, slowly release. We'll slowly begin to push our way back up. We're just going to counter that with a child's pose. Bring your two big toes to touch, gently releasing your seat toward your feet, and relax your forehead to the mat. Just take a moment for introspection, noticing what's come up for you, noticing any new sensations, feeling the blood flowing through your veins. Maybe feeling some new spaces and places in your body through this extension that we've done. On your next inhale, slowly begin to make your way back up. We're going to bring our feet toward the front of our mat now. So now we're going to release and relax that iliopsoas muscle. So you'll need a block. You're going to slowly start to come down onto your back body. Walk your feet in. Release the back of your head down. Align your heels in line with your sits bones in your pelvis. And on your next inhale, lift your pelvis, and you're going to bring the block right across the sacrum and the pelvic bones. So if your back is tight, the lower setting was where you would want to start. If you have a little more flexibility, you can bring it on the medium setting. So the block is just above your tailbone, not resting on it. And it's resting at the top of the sacral bone and the top of the hip bones, those ilium bones where that psoas came across into the back body. So you're not resting onto your lumbar spine, just the sacrum and the ilium bones. Bring your palms down, open your throat, breathe deeply, inhale, exhale. Last breath, inhale, exhale. Keep your left foot where it is and just extend your right leg out here. So working on opening and releasing. Hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring the right foot back in. Anchor the 4 cornerstones of that right foot. And on your next exhale, stretch your left leg out. Be conscious that you're not overarching your back. You want to feel your sacral bone and your top of your hip bones pulling in. You don't want to feel like you're lifting and bringing more weight toward the tailbone. So keep the pelvis and the spine stable. That's very important. And then take a couple of more deep breaths here. On your next inhale, gently bring that foot back in. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift your pelvis off of the block, and then exhale, gently release the pelvis back down again. Okay, you're gonna heel toe your feet out the width of your sticky mat here. Let your knees come in line with your hips. Stretch your arms out to a T shape. Inhale. As you exhale, gently release the knees to the left. So releasing the Iliopsoas here. Bring a little bit of flexion through the feet, just to create a little bit of muscular engagement around the joints and the bones. So here you can just let, like if that right knee doesn't go to the floor, you can just stay here and just breathe and see if you can feel it starting to release little by little toward the floor. If you want a deeper stretch, you can always bring your ankle over the top of the right thigh and then encourage it to go a little deeper into the stretch. If that's too much on your knees, just return back without adding the pressure to the thigh with the opposite foot. On your next inhale, come back to center. Exhale, gently release to the other side. Take a moment just to check in with your body. Feel any lines of tension or pull. See if you can relax a little bit more. And the longer you stay here and hold it, you may feel this left leg starting to release and the knee moving a little closer to the ground. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can bring the right ankle across the top of the left thigh and gently deepen into that stretch. Breathe deeply. Slowly release the right foot. Inhale, bring both knees back to center. Exhale, gently draw your knees in towards your armpits, so a little outside of the rib cage. And then just give yourself a gentle rock side to side, massaging out through your spine. It's raining outside and you can hear the rain hitting the roof, and it sounds so peaceful and calming. Slowly release. Stretch your right leg out. Stretch your left leg out. We'll just take a few moments here just to tune in, scan our body, see if we can surrender and allow our body to release any amount more. Stay focused as you keep your awareness and consciousness moving in. Maybe take your fingers and gently palpate the front of the hip. See if you can feel, does it feel tight? Does it feel more relaxed? And then just let your palms turn up by your side. And take a moment to surrender to relaxation, integrating everything that you have offered in your practice today. When you're ready, gently bend your knees one at a time, bringing your feet towards your seat. Stretch your arm up overhead and gently roll over to one side of the body. Pause here. On your next inhale, begin to make your way back up, coming into a comfortable seated posture. Close your eyes if you've opened them. Align yourself. Feel the openness in your hips, your pelvis, your low back. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up, join your palms together to seal the energy of this practice and bring it right into the heart center. Deep gratitude for you coming to share your practice with me today and learning how to awaken the Iliopsoas muscles. From my heart to yours, namaste.